Hey guys, it's Spore here, and I'm making a video to report on my experiences this past weekend at Doll North. This is at Anime North in Toronto. It's the first time I've been to Anime North in about 6 years, and a lot has changed since then. Of course, they added the Doll North stuff, which is really awesome, and so I got to experience a bunch of that. So I'm just going to talk about my experiences of the 3 days of the con, the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I'm also going to show the things that I bought for my dolls there and talk about some of the events that I went to. So Friday was super boring. The lineup was insane because there was a cutoff this year for weekend tickets. So the pre-reg line was nuts. We waited for about 2.5 hours just to get our badges and to get in, and we were there early, so by that time the con was just opening. This is on the Friday, right? So most of the day was spent either just waiting in line. We went into the dealer's room, took a little look around. I wasn't that interested. I was waiting for the doll market the next day, really. We went and played we went and played video game Name That Tune, my boyfriend and I, and it was super fun. I didn't know most of the songs, but he had a good handle on it, so he ended up winning like a runner-up prize, so that was cool. I went up to the hotel where the Doll North stuff was happening, but there was a workshop going on and I just didn't feel comfortable going in, so I just took a look outside and saw that there was some tables set up. There was a Blue Fairy dealer's table. There was another dealer there selling Island Doll and Obitsu. So I was really excited for the next day, and I kind of just waited until Saturday to get into the doll stuff. Day 2 is the day that it gets interesting. So on Saturday, I met up with Saffron right away in the morning, and we brought lots of dolls. And we met up with our friend Alex, who we know from the interwebs. And it was really, really cool because we kind of just sort of clicked right away, and it felt like I had been friends with her forever and had met her before, so it was really fun. So I'm just going to cut to a clip that I took of our dolls. It was at the end of the day, but it doesn't matter. You can see what dolls we brought because we really brought a lot of dolls, and it was really heavy to carry around. Hey, at Doll North. It's pretty dead here right now. As you can see, there's nobody in the seats except for these people here that I know. And our dolls are here. It's pretty late at night now, so it's just these ones left, my dolls. These cool dolls here that belong to Holly and myself. This little guy has appeared in Spore's hand. And what happened to yours? Where's he? Oh, you got this guy. He's pretty awesome. Look at that. So as you can see, we brought a lot of dolls with us. I had all of my 4. Saffron had her 4, but she had to leave a net with someone to be blushed, so she had all of them, she just wasn't there with us. And Alex was smart and only brought her 1 doll, even though she has 7. She brought 1. And he was really cool. She blushed him herself. He's a Soul Doll Iriki. And I was really impressed by him because I really didn't like his pictures online, but I really liked what she did with him. So he's really cool. And also, he's a very strange size. I didn't really take a picture of him compared to my dolls, but he's a really tall and skinny and tiny-headed MSD. So he's probably, I would say he's about in his 50 centimeters, but his head is like a 5'6", like it's really tiny. Okay, so what we did that day was we went right to the doll market. We were in line actually when Alex met up with us, so she kind of butted in. And it was just a bunch of tables set up with people selling their doll-related items. So I bought things for all of my dolls. For Nora, I bought her this outfit. She's got a dress with kind of a scalloped edge. I think that's what that's called. I don't really know. these little armband things, and this little headband, and also I got her these eyes. If you can, probably can't see them very well, but they're gold sparkle. They're really cool. So I got her that outfit. I bought some fur wigs. So I got Maddie this cotton candy sort of flossy, cute pink wig here. I had Max dressed up as Link. He was cosplaying Link, but right before I left I had received my Svampy order of his Max from Beyblade costume, so I put that on him the second day, or for Sunday. So here he is in that. This is Svampy stuff, but I got him this wig at the con. It's amazing. This is the best fur wig that I've got by far. It's got a really nice sheen to it, and it's really soft. So he looks super cute. And I bought Spore a necklace. I also have him right now. He's right here. I have him in this black wig that I won. It's a Spite and Malice black wig. I won it. Well, I didn't win it. It's like a participation prize from the Name That Sculpt contest. But I got him this little necklace that's got a leaf on it because he always has a leaf in his hair. So I started squealing when I saw that. It was cute. So that was a doll market. Also at the doll market, I met another Kroby doll, June. I never know how to say his name. But Spore was in his blonde wig, and I met this other girl who had her Kroby, same sculpt as Spore, in the same wig, and he was in default face up, so they looked almost identical, except she actually had teeth on hers. And actually he looked amazing. He was so gorgeous. So we took a picture of them together. I don't want to throw it up in here because she took a really nice photo, but I don't want to infringe on her copyrightedness. But trust me, it was amazing. I thought that sculpt was extremely unpopular, which I'm pretty sure it is. He's one of the only ones that I've seen images of online, so it's kind of a coincidence that I ended up meeting this doll that was really actually the doll that convinced me I wanted to buy this sculpt when I saw his images online. So it was really neat to meet her and her dolls, and she had a really cute little cafe set up with her merchandise, so that was really cool. So after doll market, we checked out the doll cosplay competition. The theme was Clamp. So there were a lot of really cool dolls dressed up as Clamp characters, and I was really impressed by all of the hard work that people did. Then we did the Doll Project Runway, which was it was a contest that you had to sign up for, and you were given a table space, and you had to use only the mystery material to make an outfit in 50 minutes for your doll. So we got set up and then lined up kind of to rush the table. They pulled the sheet off, and the mystery material was packing materials, so there was an assortment of, there was some scissors and tape, which I didn't get either of because I dove for the colored packing materials and ended up not having scissors or tapes. That was good. I didn't realize that they had not enough for everyone. So thankfully Alex, who was sitting next to me, shared her tape with me, but I had to rip everything. They also had envelopes. They had some different, like some tying string. Oh, the phone. So yeah, they had envelopes. They had some different types of string, boxes, all kinds of things. And people made some really awesome costumes out of the materials that they had. I made it Nora kind of look like a warrior because I threw some stuff on her and she looked kind of bad. It's not the best work that I've ever done, but I'll throw in a picture here. Yeah, that's what I did with my packing materials and my lack of scissors. So hopefully maybe next year. But for sure there was lots of better ones than me. Alex did an outfit for Ophelia and it looked really awesome. It was a really fun competition, and we got prizes for participating too, so I got a little pair of Dalmore glasses. So the last thing we did that night after speed eating at Boston Pizza and really making the servers really angry, we did the Name That Sculpt competition. So I ended up taking a video after that, so I'm going to cut to that video and I'll tell you a little bit about what happened. Okay, so we played Name That Sculpt. That was what was before this. Oh, there's the tables up the front there. And someone amazing won. Not me.
Not me either.
It was Saffron. It wasn't either of us. She won this head, an Obitsu head, I think. Because she knew all the sculpts and we didn't.
I didn't know most of the sculpts. No one else knew most of the sculpts either, so I just got
Except they also had Monster High as the sculpts, and that was really stupid.
Touch it.
But yeah, so that's the story of winning. Name That Sculpt.
Open it.
Yay! So yeah, Saffron ended up winning an Obitsu head, which was really cool. I really liked it a lot. I didn't know that they would be that nice. So she won that, and she also won a certificate for a free face-up by Tanu-chan. So she'll probably get that done, and it'll be cool. Then we stayed and hung around while they played some videos, and then we stayed for the 18+ doll discussion where we talked about risque topics related to BJDs, and that was really interesting too, and I enjoyed that a lot. The only other thing I wanted to touch on about that Saturday was the Blue Fairy rep. There were Korean Blue Fairy reps at the convention when we were there. They had a table set up outside with a whole bunch of different sculpts, and it was really interesting to see their special sizes because I had no idea that they looked so different from their regular sizes. They were very their special like pocket fairies were very like tall and skinny kind of proportion. They're very different, and I really liked it. It was cool, and their rep was so fun. He kept coming in and talking to everyone, and he really liked Saffron's doll because it's a Blue Fairy Jasmine, and so he kept talking to us, and he liked Max dressed as Link, and he was really friendly, letting you, if you wanted to hold the dolls, he would let you do that. He would let you pose them. He was posing them on their heads for you. He was just extremely friendly, and it gave me a lot of respect for the company and the representatives of the company. So it makes me want to order from Blue Fairy. So, oh, I'm going dark again. So if you're ever thinking about ordering from Blue Fairy, know that their service is super fast, because I've experienced that when Saffron ordered her doll, and they're extremely, extremely friendly people. So I have only positive things to say about Blue Fairy. So the last day was Sunday, and my friends had left, so I was kind of by myself, and I wanted to go to the meetup. So there was a meetup in the afternoon, and it was very kind of strange. It wasn't what I expected, because there was tons of people, and there were tons of dolls. And by the time I got there, people had started, there was tables all around the outside of the room, and people had started setting their dolls up on the tables. So you could go around and take group shots there were shots of Dolphies, and there was a girl that had all doll zones, so it was kind of like, some of them were themed, so there was groups of only Anthro dolls, things like that, and just people were chatting with their friends, and mostly it was just setting up their dolls. So I found someone who was willing to let me throw my dolls on their table, which was awesome. And I just went around and took pictures, and they also gave us free treats. Cake pops, which I'd never experienced but was amazing. And I talked to some other people that kind of looked like they had no one else to talk to. So I went up to people and was like, hey, are you alone like me? And they're like, yeah. And then we chatted, so that was kind of fun. Yeah, it wasn't like it was kind of hard because people didn't really have their dolls in their hands, so you couldn't ask really about specific ones, because you were like, if a person was sitting in front of the table, you're thinking, okay, is that their doll? Is it not? If I ask them about one of the dolls that's not theirs and I don't say anything about theirs, it's going to be awkward. So I kind of wish that I had my posse with me, but what can you do? Maybe next year, right? So I got to see a lot of dolls. I took a lot of pictures of dolls. I would have liked to have held some of the dolls to see some of the jointing systems of some of the different companies. I also would have liked to compare resin, but you know, it didn't happen. It's okay. I think that would be kind of something that you would do at a smaller meet. This one was way too big. So it was cool. And then they raffled off some of the dolls from the weekend. There was a Leek World, I don't know how to say that, K-A-H-L. There was an Island doll, and there was a Blue Fairy Diana. Clearly I didn't win any of them because they're not here with me. And they raffled off some other prizes too, but I didn't win. But that's fine. So then I met up with my boyfriend and we went back to the dealer's room and hung out there, and then after that we went home. So that was my weekend. It was crazy. It was so fun. I had a ton of fun, and I know I'm kind of monotone, but seriously, it was really fun. So I'd recommend anyone who is thinking about going to Anime North who has dolls to definitely do it, because I was talking to some of the coordinators, and they are telling me that each year they just keep thinking of more things that they can do to make it bigger and better, and it's been improving, and it's only going to get more awesome. So if you were thinking about maybe going to Anime North to Doll North this year and you didn't get a chance to, go next year. Also meet up with me because I'm definitely going to want to go again. So thanks a lot for watching. I hope that this helped to give you an idea about Doll North, and you got to see my dolls, I guess, for a brief second, sort of in the corners. Yeah, so talk to you again soon.